Our next bout of the evening is a catchweight at 215 pounds. Brought to you by Valor's official after-party Bailey's Sports Bar and Grill. First, please welcome to the cage, Jordan Ownbey.
Jordan Ownbey making his way to the cage. He's a debut fighter from Triple G Academy out of Asheville, North Carolina. Triple G Academy known for their wrestling.
They've got tremendous wrestling, but they also have a few good strikers. One of note, and that's Angela Overkill Hill, who was
standout on the Ultimate Fighter.
Yeah. And now she's on the current roster of Invicta FC. And a tremendous competitor. Asheville doing big things, man. Not traditionally known as a mixed martial arts city, but it's coming right along these days.
No, it is. Mixed martial arts spreading everywhere. North Carolina has a big Muay Thai scene, so it'd be nice to see the wrestling.
Valor Fights 32, presented by OEB Law Fighting for Autism.
And his opponent, please welcome to the cage, Will Waterson.
Will Waterson making his way to the cage. Has a little crowd here for him.
Not far from him.
Shout out.
Tennessee resident.
Remember to join us later tonight after the fight at Bailey's. We were there last night for the weigh-ins. It got pretty intense there. Everybody weighing in, preparing for their fights, cutting a bunch of weight, so nobody was in a great mood, I don't think. I think everybody's going to be in a great mood tonight.
Everybody will.
They'll have a few drinks to celebrate. The others will have a few drinks to forget. But it'll be a party nonetheless for everyone involved.
Oh, yeah. A room full of hungry, dehydrated fighters is never fun.
UMMAF, sanctioning body for this event. They do so much. They just got back from out west. They're getting ready for their Worlds that take place in Las Vegas later this year. Such big things there with UMMAF.
And we have a UMMAF national qualifier fighting later tonight. Big Gavin Walker.
That's true. Oh, and we also have a young lady who's going to be fighting at Valor 33. She's going to be here tonight for a big showdown, Annie DeCrescente.
Annie, well-known, scaring girls.
This bout is scheduled for 3 3-minute rounds. First, fighting out of the Mad Tatter red corner. He weighed in at 215 pounds. Fights out of Triple G Academy in Asheville, North Carolina, and is making his MMA debut. Please put your hands together for Jordan Space Ghost Ownbey. And his opponent, fighting out of the OEB blue corner. He weighed in at 213 pounds. Holds a record of 0 wins and 1 defeats, and represents elite martial arts in La Follette, Tennessee. Put your hands together for Will Waterson. Your referee for this fight is Josh Ward.
Two big guys out here.
Two real big guys. Jordan's from out of town, but it sounds like he brought a crowd with
Well,
him.
215 pounds, they're kind of big. We're going to see some real big guys later tonight, but this is
And
our
action
appetizer.
right off the
Yeah.
bat. Coming in for the takedown, driving.
Both of these guys relatively young in their careers. Will Waterson 0-1, Jordan Ownbey, a debut fighter.
You know, Will, good reversal there. Will's one fight was against Ben Rowland, Big Ben.
That's a
Or
tough
not-
fight.
Very
It's
tough.
a tough fight. He's got a lot of power there. Will Waterson on the bottom now under Jordan Ownbey. We're going to find out. We're going to find out how Triple G's wrestling credentials have been implemented here.
You know, stuck against the cage and mountain. This is not a spot he wants to be. Landing good shots. If he can't just hold him here, he's going to need to put the hands in the hips, create some space and bump, or he's going to have to trap an arm and try to bridge and roll.
Waterson appears to be covering up pretty well.
He may turn out here. Needs to get his arm out of there. He's going to leave his arm there.
What an odd transition there.
Trying to pull some. And he's out.
Will Waterson on top.
Will's going to need to stay heavy here. Dig an underhook and get off this wall. It's going to be hard to choke with that arm in.
David, in your estimation, how much do these exchanges like this take out of a fighter, especially a debut?
This grind, especially for a debut, you know, this grinding on the wall is really, really going to suck it out of him, and he's not even going to know how much energy he's really using. He's going to need to scoop him off the wall here and try to get his right leg past that leg that's hooked.
In somewhat of an odd predicament here with the cage there, it appears as though Ownbey has flattened Waterson out for the second time here.
Ownbey doing well, controlling the top, landing some good shots here.
Waterson's arm is trapped there.
He's going to need to get that arm out. Build a frame, bridge, bring his knee in, try to reclaim a guard. Will holding good pressure on top. You know, even those little shots that he's landing.
Both men continue to jockey in this position. Will Waterson looking to escape. Jordan Ownbey on top in the north-south position.
He could be catching his breath here, kind of holding him down, and I'd say that secured the round for Jordan.
Undoubtedly. So what do you think here for Will Waterson? You know, you're saying he dropped the round. What does he need to do to stop that? He had his moments.
He did in the beginning. He came out. He threw hard. Looks to be probably would like to stand, keep it standing. So he's going to need to not let Jordan control him and push him against the cage here and get his takedowns. He's got nothing off his back. He's having a little trouble. He's getting stuck there. If he is going to work off his back, he's going to have to build a frame, try to reclaim a guard, and maybe look to attack from there.
Absolutely. Now, if you are in Jordan Ownbey's corner, what will you be telling him?
Keep the pressure, keep moving forward, keep doing what he's doing, grind on him, push him on the fence, take him down, control him. It's really hard to stand up when you've got a wall stuck behind your back and you're pinned in a corner.
Undoubtedly. Casey Oxendine alongside David Robbins here at Valor Fights 32 fighting for autism.
And here we go in the second. And he's
again, Ownbey makes a push for the shot. Waterson able to shuck him off this time.
Ownbey's going to need to set that shot up a little better. He's going to need to. He's ducking under the strikes. Good, those little punches to the body that they're throwing in here. You know, they may not be much as one, but you know, you throw 15 or 20 of those, and they're going to start to add up. He's getting low on him.
Yeah,
He's and go with the big dump.
Lift.
Very nice. Going to need to control from the top here. Maybe try to turn him and push Will's back against the fence, and it's going to be a strong spot for Jordan.
Now what does Waterson have to do here? He is stuck underneath crossbody.
He's going to need to build a frame, put his left hand on the neck, put his right arm on the hip, look to bump his hips out. He can't give up the mount like that. He's going to need to trap an arm, try to turn, and then bridge and roll out of there if he can. Hugging the back like that, he's just pulling Jordan on top of him.
Ownbey appears to be much more solid this time around in the mount position.
And he's going to have to move those arms. These shots are landing. If he could get good posture and land one or two good ones, could end the fight.
It appears he's looking for an Americana lock there. Do you prefer the Americana from the mount position here?
It depends the way you set it up. Doing it from side body is really good because if you miss it from the mount, it's possible they can escape and roll and you end up on your back. When you're off to the side, if you miss the arm, it's not as likely to happen.
Waterson also with those arms extended pretty deep. Could it be that Ownbey might be looking for an armbar?
If Waterson keeps those arms reached out like that, he's giving him the armbar. He's going to have to defend something from here. It's close.
You can see Waterson beginning to trail off here, cooling off.
Looking to survive. From here, what he could do, if he could put his hands on the hips and wiggle his body up a little bit higher, if he can bump and explode with the arms and the hips, he can bring his legs through and kind of start to get to a butterfly guard and then look to reclaim a full guard from there and work his way out. And Ownbey just smothering him on top here.
It's going to be a big night of fight. It's David Robbins. Valor Fights 32 fighting for autism. And round 2 on the books here.
And I'm going to give that round again to Jordan Ownbey. You know, he's controlling. He's staying on top. He's pushing him to the fence, getting the takedown, right what he needs to do.
In my estimation, it looks as though Ownbey is sort of picking up steam while Waterson is cooling off. Of course, he spent a ton of time underneath the mount, and that certainly takes its toll.
It's draining. He has all 215 pounds of Ownbey just grinding on him, and he's trying to push back to get out or just holding on to him, and he's zapping his muscles of energy.
Sure.
You can see Waterson's face here is a little busted up. Like I said, those little shots add up.
So, David, let's talk a little bit about David Robbins. You've got a big fight coming up at 33, Valor Fights 33 down in Chattanooga.
I do here in 2 weeks. I'm fighting Jamel Strong here from Knoxville. It's from KMAA. Looking to drop down to 155, see what I can do down there. I've won the 170 title, so look to take the 55 one next.
Undoubtedly.
Good right hand. Again, Jordan pushing him right back on the fence. Waterson's going to need to get low. He needs to dig an underhook here.
A bit of blood on the face of Will Waterson. Can't tell from my vantage point where that's coming from. It doesn't seem to be streaming, but
good takedown.
where's that bruising?
Some
on the
blood,
side of the face
blood on the face of Waterson.
Yeah.
Little bit of bruising as well.
Oh.
It's all marked up. There's a much clearer view now.
Yeah. But hey, Waterson still die hard here.
He's
He
still
continues
in
to fight, and
you know, anything. We're in a fight with little gloves and big guys. Anything could happen.
he's in that half guard now. In your estimation, how powerful is that half guard position from bottom in mixed martial arts?
The half guard can, if it's utilized correctly, it can be a valuable tool to have. You have potential for good submissions and sweeps from there. You have to have a guy that really knows what he's doing, though.
Oh, here we go. Waterson looking to create a bridge. That cost him, it appears.
And right back, Jordan right back to the mount. Again, and you can see how Jordan, he's not really staying on the hips. So even when Will does bump his hips, he's not going anywhere.
Sure.
Will's going to need to try to bring Jordan back down to his hips and then explode if he wants to make much ground.
Jordan Ownbey in his first outing, it looks like he is on his way to his first victory in mixed martial arts competition. What do you think of this gentleman so far?
I think he's done well. He's utilized his strengths. He's stood, he's thrown a few punches, and then right to where he needs to be. He's doing exactly what he needs to do to secure this win.
A lot of people have no idea the toll that it takes on your adrenaline, especially you mentioned the first fight being the first fight, and to go out and perform it. It's strange how your body operates when that adrenaline hits.
It is. My first fight, I thought I was going to pass out in the locker room before I even walked out.
Oh, here we go.
Here we go, and Americana. He's really cranking on that shoulder here. What Jordan needs to do is he needs to drag the knuckles down before lifting the elbow, and it's going to tighten up everything in that shoulder. He would never have to crank so hard if he did that. And it would be easier for him to switch to the side rather than try to finish from the mount.
All right, just at 20 seconds left in this round. Jordan Ownbey wants to take that arm home with him. He wants to finish the fight. I think regardless, he's going to come home with his arm raised in victory tonight.
Casey, I think you're right here. 10 seconds left. There's not much for him to do. He's just smothered him. Good fight. Great debut from Jordan Ownbey out of Triple G Academy in Asheville, North Carolina.
So give me your estimation again. 30-27.
30-27 again.
All right. Any notes? Anything of note?
Jordan's wrestling was just simply too much for Will. He couldn't stop the takedown. He kept the top position. It landed, busting him up. He did well.
Nice. Well, we are just 2 fights in to Valor 32 Fighting for Autism. There is still time.
Corporate clothing booth, the only place to get the official Valor fight gear tonight. Tonight's special, you can get a shirt and hat combo for only $30. Again, that's downstairs at the corporate clothing booth.
There is still time to order. FlowCombat.com. Go there, get it. Watch it on your mobile devices. Watch it at home. If you don't have tickets, I'm pretty sure it's a sold-out crowd here, especially down here on the floor. And it all happens. We've got one more fight here on the undercard, or on the prelims, and then we go live. A big shout out to OEB Law. They make everything so possible here. Their support of Valor Fights and combat sports as a whole is tremendous. Of course, tonight we have some tremendous personalities in attendance. We talked about him before. Scott Hossaus, Holtzman, UFC competitor. Ovin St. Preux, OSP. We saw him last week on pay-per-view. Tremendous outing against the pound-for-pound best fighter in the world.
John Jones.
And, of course, we've got WWE's
Kane. Good mix-up.
Let's send it back to the cage and Jennifer Oxendine.
After 3 rounds, we go to your judges' scorecard for decision. Your first judge scores this fight 27-30. Your second judge 28-29. And your third judge 27-30. All 3 for your winner by unanimous decision, Jordan Space Ghost Ownbey.